So this whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel getting suspended indefinitely and sounding like his show got completely canceled because Nexstar and Sinclair Media said their affiliate stations for ABC wouldn't be airing Jimmy Kimmel anymore, and that they would be going and airing things like the Charlie Kirk podcast Turning Point, things like that. And then Disney ultimately making the decision to come out with a BS reason as to why they let Jimmy Kimmel go. But this comes after they were pressured by the head of the FCC and had their license threatened. And of course, Donald Trump is celebrating this. But this whole story gets even more bizarre because of what JD Vance tweeted out today. He came out and said that the new host of that hour of programming, or hour and a half, whatever Jimmy Kimmel ran for, was going to be Marco Rubio. Now, I don't think this is actually legit. I think he was trolling. At least I hope he's trolling. There has been no comment made by Disney saying that Marco Rubio, our current Secretary of State, is going to take over the show. And Rubio has really no television experience as far as running a show or being the main star of a show. He's been on TV, obviously being interviewed and things, but that's different than being the host of a TV show. But why is JD Vance saying this? Is he teeing up Marco Rubio, maybe trying to say that Rubio's going to be out as Secretary of State and in need of a job? That's possible. Is he just trying to infuriate and own the libs? That's possible. But now you have the sitting vice president once again saying something that is completely messed up after the head of the FCC basically told a news network that they didn't like the speech of one of their commentators and they must fire that commentator or lose their license. You have JD Vance saying that he knows who the next host is going to be, and it is somebody from the administration. That is getting us dangerously close to state media, and that is not what we are supposed to have in this country. We are supposed to have freedom of the press, where they are independent of the government and able to say the things they want to say, not have the Secretary of State running a late night show. Now, Donald Trump would probably enjoy every minute of this and probably thinks this is a brilliant idea, but it could also be that just JD Vance said this out of the blue, like I said, trying to own the libs. This whole thing is ridiculous, and it is getting more bizarre day by day. That Jimmy Kimmel gets canned, and now you have all of this other stuff going on. You couldn't make this up for fiction, but yet we're dealing with it.